definitely in this headspace where it's like, oh no, what did I get myself into? This is like a scam. Hi guys! Today we're going to be doing one of my most requested videos ever. A Cupshe review. A lot of you have seen my Shein review videos and some other haul videos, and when I asked you guys on Instagram what company you wanted me to dig around into and spill the tea on, Cupshe was like by far the #1. So we're gonna be talking all about Cupshe today. I spent over $300 at this company, got lots of suits, took them for test drives in real life, and I'm gonna be sharing all the pros and cons of Cupshe. So before buying from this company, I did some research myself, you know, from the point of a consumer, and I couldn't really find anyone that did a review on these in the style that I do, but I also couldn't find any ones from like a curvy woman standpoint. So I wear a size 12, I'm pretty curvy. What really drew me to Cupshe originally was that they have sizes from like small to 4X, so I really love that they had a whole plus size line. I don't wear plus size, but a lot of my readers do, so I really wanted to tackle this from that standpoint, tailored to all my curvy ladies. This might be a slightly long video. I have a lot to say about this, so I'm just gonna jump right in. Alright, I have a big stack of swimsuits that I'm gonna try on each one of these for you and walk you through what I like and what I don't like. Make sure you stick to the end of this video where I'm gonna be sharing my not so good experience with Cupshe. It was kind of a hot mess, epic fail. I'll be sharing that along with some tips if you choose to order from here. Let's get going. Make it rain. All right, so this is swimsuit #1. I wanted to start off with one of the good ones because I will just spoil it for you. There's a few hits and a lot of misses in all the swimsuits that I ordered. So starting it off on a positive note, this is in a size large. Also important to note, I just ordered larges across the board because that's what I wear. And I really like this. It fits well. I think the quality is really nice. It's kind of like something I think I would find at a Target or something like that. And it has this really fun little wrap thing here that you can tie like so. So it has this nice, chic, elegant, like color blocking situation going on. My boobs aren't falling out of this V-neck, but it has that great plunging V-neck. So yeah, I definitely like this one a lot. On the flip side, this swimsuit is just one of the worst ones in the batch. So I was drawn to it because of this really fun floral back that you can see here. Thought it'd be really nice, just like a fun little whimsical thing. If anything, it would be nice to like pair some jeans over this and actually wear this as a bodysuit. But as you can see, the flowers are just like loosely sewn onto this mesh thing that's just like not even fully on there. And which side is it on? Here we go. Moving the camera down for you. It came like this. It came already falling off. So now I have this like loppy flower over here, and I haven't even like taken this outside yet. So I imagine if you took this into the water, everything would just fall apart instantly. So considering that this is a $30 swimsuit and it's crappily made and already falling apart straight out of the bag, not pleased. All right, this is swimsuit #2, everyone. It's this fun little sporty bikini that it caught my eye because I like color blocking and I like high-waisted things as a curvy girl. I will say this color looks a lot different on me than it does on the model. In the photo it looks like a tan, like a yellowy tan, but here it's like a very pink peachy color that really just blends into my skin color. So my husband likes this swimsuit because he thinks it makes me look naked. So I'm not sure if I'll actually wear this out very much, but I think the fit's really nice despite the fabric issue. The fit's really comfy. It goes above my belly button, which is nice when you're a curvy girl, and I think I could probably go like snorkeling in this and stuff, and it's not gonna come loose. Yeah, it really is my skin color, isn't it? Alright, so this is another bikini that came that for the most part I was super pleased with. I love this color. I'm really into gingham, but so many gingham things you find are like black and white or red, so I've liked this orange that's kind of different. It's also a high-waisted, but it just barely clears my belly button here. So I would have liked that to be maybe a little more like up here. So already you can see that not everything is necessarily consistent across the board. Like this is a bikini that's high-waisted but hits maybe like 1.5 inches lower than the other one did. So that's what I don't like about it, but it fits great otherwise. Like look at how cute this pattern is. Nice and snug in here, and it has adjustable straps, so I like this one a lot for sure. I'll definitely wear this outside. That's vacations this year. Okay, up next is this super fun like retro color block swimsuit thing. I saw this and I immediately was taken back to like the 70s or something in SoCal. I just love the fun colors here. That being said, I'm a little disappointed on how like loose these sides are. They don't quite fill out and like tuck in the way I'd want them to. Like I'd want them to be a little more snug up here. Also, these straps right here, let me see if I can find an example. Yeah, here we go. They hook into the side of your swimsuit here. Not sure what the point of that is because they keep falling off. So I'm a little worried that if I take this out swimming into the ocean or something, this will pop off and then it'll all pop off. Okay, so this is another one piece that I really loved the color and the fabric of this. I was pleasantly surprised that the white part of this was like really thick. I was half expecting this to be super sheer because white's always a toss-up. But no, I love flowers a lot, which is why I was drawn to this swimsuit. Again, it has like it doesn't quite go up. It has to be, you have to force it up a little bit. So I think if you're a bustier gal, you might not be able to fit into this very well. But I think it fits great. The only thing that I have to complain about it is there's this weird thing happening over here. I have no idea where this is supposed to go. Like I'm not, as you can see, I'm all strapped in, so I don't know if this is supposed to be like an extra strap somewhere. I really don't know, so I have to figure that out. It seems a little weird to me. But I will say, like, as you can kind of see from me just pulling here, the swimsuit will get tighter, so you can kind of make it form to your body, which is really great. So no matter what your shape is, it kind of forms, which is nice. Okay, next, I think I almost just mislooked you there. Next up is a bikini that I will be never putting on again after this video. This is just a major fail. So this is what this bikini looks like on the model. This is what it looks like on me. The cups are like rock hard and they're way too small, and I don't really have that big of boobs. I wear a 36C, so like for a curvy girl, I think my titties are on the small side, and this is already like over spilling, so it's definitely not made for someone with any sort of curves. And I can kind of like constrained right here. I can't really move my arms up very much, and when I do, that happens. So we're not gonna lift my arms up anymore. So not practical there. I will also say, let me get this down for you. I don't know if you can see it well on camera, but you can kind of see the white lining. You can see it over here better on this. Wow, I'm sorry, my boobs keep slipping out of this. I think I probably should just get out of this swimsuit right now before YouTube bans me. But in theory, this is a cute, sexy swimsuit, but it's just very poorly executed. I'm gonna switch out of this. Guys, this is the next one, which is a high-waisted suit. Has a little more of a cut right here than I necessarily like. I feel like it shows a lot, but I love the fabric and the color. Also doesn't quite pass my belly button, just barely covering it. It's hitting me just at my belly button. So usually as a curvy girl, I like to get some suits that are a little more like up here, because I feel like this just hits at all the wrong angles. So I want this to be up higher, but then when I do, it gets this up. I'm not gonna show you that part because it's really up in there, but I like the color despite that, and I think it fits really well. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but the stitching isn't the greatest. You can kind of see the stitching out here. There's some loose threads and stuff. The other thing I don't like is that it has one of these clip things that I think are just, oh, speak of the devil, I think they're just way too easy to accidentally like fall off, so you definitely couldn't take this snorkeling or something in Maui. This would probably just fall off right away if you do anything sort of active. So this is definitely like a lounging by the pool swimsuit, but if you just want something fun and colorful for lounging by the pool, this is definitely a good option. Okay, last up is my favorite bikini from the entire order. I love the color blocking right here. It doesn't blend into my skin, so I know I get pasty white, but I'm never gonna be this white, which is nice. But no, it's like super like sporty. I could definitely go like swimming in the ocean. I don't surf, but if you surf, you could definitely probably take this surfing. Yeah, this is definitely like a good active wear paddleboarding type of swimsuit. And it also, let's see if I can do this. These come off, and it's like this nice little bandeau top, so you can go strapless with it. It's tight enough on me where I think I can like jump and it's not gonna fall down. So this is great. I love the versatility of it. You don't have to get those tan lines if you don't want to. Then you can pop them back on if you're going snorkeling or something. So I like these a lot. This is one of the best ones in the whole bunch. Definitely be wearing this one all summer. Okay, so those are all the swimsuits that I ordered, but there's actually one more that for the life of me I cannot find, which is super unfortunate because this was like the one I really wanted to show you guys. It's kind of a very important swimsuit to talk about. This is a photo of me wearing it. I took it on vacation with me recently to test it out in the wild, and I have no idea where it is. I don't think it's hiding in my suitcase. It's somewhere in this apartment, but I cannot find it, so I'll tell you about it right now. This swimsuit was the very first one that I got. So my first order, that's right, I had two order parts, more on that later. My first order, I had about like 6 swimsuits, and this one came first. It came pretty quickly, but it was just one swimsuit in the bag. So and I tried it on, and I was so excited because I loved the scallops, and then it was just like a shit show. The cups were all weird. It was hitting my like breast too high, like they're expecting my boobs to be like up here based on the way that it was cut. And the material didn't feel that great. It felt very cheap. I don't know if you've ever ordered anything from Shein before, but it felt like some of that cheap material, that weird meshy stuff. But I took it on vacation because the rest of my swimsuits did not arrive, and I really wanted to try some swimsuits out in real life because trying them on at home is very different than how they feel after they get wet and how you feel wearing them outside. So I took that on a trip with me, soaked in the hot tub one night, which was glorious. We could see the stars, and then I came in, I put the swimsuit over the shower glass thing. It was kind of sitting next to a white towel, and in the morning when I came to pack up, I realized that my swimsuit had bled that pink and red color into the white towel that was sitting next to. Swimsuits are supposed to get wet, you guys. Like, I can't believe that the color was running from this. So I was just like, holy shit, I probably like had some color like run off into the hot tub. What if I had gone swimming and sat on like a chair in the hotel room or something like that, or our car seat? It probably would have stained that. So keep in mind, I still haven't had any other swimsuits from Cupshe arrive, so I was definitely in this headspace where I was like, oh no, what did I get myself into? This is like a scam. So I wish I had that one to share you. But now we'll do story time on shipping. So as I mentioned, I had 2 order parts. This swimsuit came really soon, and then the rest of my order just never came. It did say when I was ordering online that it might be delayed 5 to 8 shipping days, so I waited for that window, and when that came and went and I still didn't even get an updated tracking code on my like second half of the order or like an order status, I started emailing the customer service. There's no phone number. Emailing them, and every time I'd get a very scripted response being like, oh, it's on your way, it's on the way, you'll get updates when they happen. But at this point it's already like 3 weeks out. I spent $150 on swimsuits. One came, the rest didn't come. I was frustrated, to say the least. Finally, someone gave me a tracking code, and when I looked at the tracking code, it said that my order was stuck somewhere in limbo. Like, FedEx didn't know where it was. I hadn't moved for like 10 days. So I emailed them, and finally, guys, it took so many days of back and forth emailing. I'm pretty sure they're based in China, so I had to wait like a full 24 hours to hear a reply. First option was that they can right now refund 50% of my order. And if my swimsuits ever showed up, I could keep them. But you know, there's that big, they might never show up because they're in limbo thing. The second option was that they could give me a credit for like about $130, which is covers the remaining swimsuits that haven't arrived yet. This person also acknowledged that she could see the tracking code and see that it wasn't going anywhere, so I was like pretty frustrated that I couldn't get my like full order refunded, because at this point I was like, this is a scam, these are never coming, it's just gonna sit in this port all day long. I really wanted to do a review, everyone has been asking for this, so I was like, okay Kara, take the code. So I took the code and I reordered a new order, and those actually came pretty on time. It took them about a week and a half to come, and my old order eventually came like 3 days after the second order came. So I don't know what happened there, and it was in limbo somewhere. So I got my swimsuits eventually, and looking back, I am very thankful that the customer service people did eventually give me a promo code to reorder, though like at that point I was still pretty sure I was getting scammed. And I have two main suspicions on why it was so delayed. One, I ordered right at the beginning of Chinese New Year, and it's very common here in San Francisco for Chinese-based companies, like, you know, the local Chinese restaurant and some like HQ places here, to take off a whole week or sometimes 2 weeks when it's for the Lunar New Year. So even though they look like on their website that they're like the SoCal, like Santa Monica type of brand, they're definitely a Chinese brand, which is fine. I just wish that they were a little more transparent about why it was going to take so long, because it's really frustrating when you order something and you spend a lot of money on a store and then it just like isn't shipped for an unreasonably large amount of time. Second thing is I ordered my swimsuits, and then pretty soon afterwards the whole coronavirus thing hit. I just assumed that maybe their factory was shut down for a few days, maybe everyone was quarantined and they couldn't get there, or maybe they were like holding the shipment at the ports in the United States because they wanted to test them to make sure that there wasn't any contagions on them. So I think the Lunar New Year and coronavirus had something to do with my late order. That being said, I think that customer service could have handled it a whole lot better. I would have loved for them to just be like, hey, our whole company was off for 2 weeks. We're so sorry this is late. It's gonna get there soon. Don't worry. That's all I needed, instead of the script that was like, we'll update you when we know. So I was a little disappointed in how that was handled. Hopped on to I hopped onto the Better Business Bureau and looked at the complaints against Cupshe. They're not officially credited, but they do have a lot of reviews on it. They have a B-, which isn't great, but it's not terrible. And everyone's main complaints was that their order took forever to arrive, or they tried to return their order and they just never got a return. So, you know, they sent it back off in the mail and then just never heard anything from the company again. I do know from the reviews that it might be a little iffy of a process. So if you do order from Cupshe, you don't like some of the suits and you're sending them back, I would definitely like take photos of the swimsuits like in the bag and get like a receipt at the post office when you send it back, just as proof that they're back in the mail, just to make sure nothing weird happens, because I had that weird email exchange at the beginning. Just red alert. So that's all the negative stuff, that's all the bad things. At the end of the day though, despite having some swimsuits like this one, which is just a shit show in my opinion, I think there are a lot of swimsuits that are super cute for the $27-ish price range. That's not too terrible. I think they have really great trendy styles. I have seen swimsuits that look similar to these that are a lot higher price point. If you are someone who is okay buying knockoff styles that steals from other designers, Cupshe is a place to do it. I saw this swimsuit right here, which looks exactly like this swimsuit to me, which is by Somersault, which is, sidebar, the best swimsuit company out there. They make such great quality swimsuits. They also run over $100 each. So if you're looking for the $20 version of that, you can get it at Cupshe. So really, I think it's a hit or miss. I think it's important to read the reviews under each product if they have reviews. Sizing's pretty spot on, which made me happy. I was half expecting all these larges to fit like a small. I've had that happen before. So, but I will say that there are some swimsuits that were just a hard no. And if I had bought these as a regular user and had all the duds in one order, I would feel pretty scammed right now. So that's it. That's my Cupshe review. If you have any questions, leave them below. I also linked every single swimsuit I tried on into my blog post below, so I have more photos of me wearing them, and I linked everything, and I have more information down there. So click there if you want to shop any of the styles I showed you. You know the drill. Subscribe, follow on Instagram, check out other review videos. I think you might like them, and I hope to see you around the Swimsuit Soul community.